Okay. So Sanctum. Hi guys. Let me share real quick the link to everyone. And then we can get started. So first things first. I guess, yes, let me do this here. Okay, perfect. So we have the stage live. Yeah, that's cool. Also, let's post a tweet real quick. Hope this works. That's so sure. Should work. Perfect. Cool. Thanks for joining, guys. We will wait a few to see if we have a few more people tickling, and then we get started. I would say I already share the link for the experience. Let me grab this one real quick, and then I can also share my screen so we can all meet us there. That would be super cool. I just need to find the link. Yeah. Okay, cool. So how are you guys? What's in the works on your sides? I know, Rhino, I think I just noticed an export request for Magic Palette. Was it you? I think it was you. Yeah. We have this bot that sends us the request so we can check whenever a Magic Palette request comes through. I will do this right after. Bear with us. We are having a lot of requests, but I did see your map. Is this a cast? I only see a super small, how do you say? It's a preview thumbnail, but it's super small. I can't see any details or so, but looks cool. So you're building something, it seems. That's awesome. Let me check. So this would be I posted in the chat the experience link. Oh, hey, Highlight, how are you? Hope you're doing fine. You wrote earlier that there was an earthquake. I hope it was not too drastic or hefty, and everybody is okay. So that would be terrifying to have intense earthquakes. I can imagine. I'm not used to earthquakes, to be honest. Hey, hi, Yuru. Thanks for joining. Okay, earthquake was quick and not that devastating. Yeah, glad to hear. Great. Let me check if I can share my screen already. I just shared the link to the XP. Let me clean up. What is this? That's the old. Cool. So let me also share the link to the TSP XP on the announcement channel, so everybody can see us directly, join us. I'm genuinely not so as you can imagine, we don't stream that often. I try my best, but please let me know if the audio is shitty or you can't see anything or whatever. Right now I also have OBS running to record, so this all should go at least to our YouTube later, for the people that were not able to attend. I will share the link here in the announcements. And then I would say we jump in right away. We have a lot of very cool entries. Rainer, you can hear me? That's great. I had it all turned off. Oh, so it was more on your end. Okay, glad to hear. But yeah, please let me know if the audio is not good or if you can't see anything. So I had some issues to join the XP this afternoon, but I should have fixed it, hopefully. And I also hope you guys can join, so that would be super cool. Let me check if it opens up. Fingers crossed. Yes, this looks not that bad, at least it starts up, so that's great. Yeah, I hope you guys all have, yeah, for now it's just the 4 of us. I guess you guys are all having a TSP account, so please join me, it would be cool. And then we can roam around and check out all the builds. Hopefully we'll get some few more all right. First people are in. We have a... I think that's one of our teammates that are still in the XP. Oh, nice. Here's someone already roaming around. Oh, cool. That's the new... I like that. That's the new G... how is it called? G-Force type of avatars. So you pulled one. That's super cool. Really like them. And is it kind of... So for example, the jetpack and the stuff that you can pick up here, it is hidden, I guess, because you have such a large body. That's cool. Okay, let me go back. Let me check if this works. I mean, the jetpack and all that is optional. You also can explore the builds with just moving around normally. Let me check real quick that I have the chat with you guys open on the stage. The size is a pain. Has it also different collision? I think usually. I mean, yeah, it's for the camera is the heads over camera is sometimes a bit annoying with these large characters. I really like it. It's really fun. It's kind of a fun design. Would be cool if the clock is animated, kind of. But I can imagine, yeah, that the camera, overhead camera, is a bit annoying, yeah. Cool, so let's wait if you guys also can join us. I mean, not everybody might be able to also join. Now you're invisible. It's just a jetpack. Oh, you're changing gear probably right now. It's the invisible man. So yeah, join us. Peanut, Lloyd. Oh, cool. Thanks for joining, Lamdo87. Excited to have you also here. And yeah, let's see if you guys can make it. Otherwise we will start, I would say in 5 minutes or so we start our first tour and visit all the builds. And I think we want to keep it at around an hour max. Depends a bit on how many questions and ideas come from your sides. And yeah, I think there are quite a few very cool builds to explore. The entries had various approaches, so that was super interesting to see how everybody did fill their space with a build. So you will see some of the builds are more like, oh, now you're back as another clock, as another GeForce, a smaller one, quite easy. But you're missing, you're missing the jetpack here. Ah, you got a new one. Okay, great. So, let me know if you guys be able to join. Lamdo86, and I'm not sure if you, Peanut, have an account, but I think you're also a TSP player. So yeah, let's roam around a bit and then we start, I would say. The space was quite limited, and of course it's also only block based, or better said voxel based, and then turned with magic palette into blocks, which is quite a different approach than when you usually go directly to GameMaker and build something there. But a great thing, and we always think it's a huge benefit. You're so much more flexible, and especially since you can alter your designs all the time, you even can update them later once you already have implemented logic or other game relevant assets and all that, and even effects, and basically have built or built your game. You still can change the full block, how do you say, the block mass, or terraforming the block mass. Oh, cool. Hey, hi, Peanut. Great to have you here. You can grab a jetpack if you want to fly around here. I'm not that of an avid player, but I will give my best to guide you along here. And then we can start, I would say. So yeah, I would say we start just in the lower left corner It's yeah, cool, guys. So let's make it inspect this one first. I think it's even from you, Peanut, if I remember correctly. So that's super cool. Did we? I never tried to, but I think there's no real entrance here. So this is super cool. I mean, this is the first thing that I noticed when I did see the build, and as a kind of an intro to the build itself, we had huge issues with a block that got corrupted, and therefore we were not able to save the experience in GameMaker. So this whitish snow-like type of block is not correct, and we're really sorry for that. So please imagine that it would be a more sandstone toned brick. Actually, let me see if I can find it, because I think it really makes a difference. On the other hand, the full build is quite well visible, but yeah, let me check real quick, and you guys can see it also on the live stream. So this will be the build from Peanut. It's really cool, and you see it has these bricks here down there where we have a placeholder block. We needed to do this because it was really giving us headaches, and yeah, we just couldn't solve it in a timely manner. We are also not quite sure what did happen, because in the experience when we loaded it first, it was an emissive block with a pink line through it. So it something must went horrible wrong. Yeah, and we hope the block is still usable. But Peanut confirmed that he has access to the block still, and yeah, so please imagine to have a bit a more suitable block here as a base. Yeah, let's get started. I really like this build. It's I think it's quite straightforward basically, but it's cool that it is on these sand dunes, which are actually custom blocks. I mean, there are quite a few custom blocks. These stairs, for example, if I'm correct, they are custom. Also, the wall structure here with this how do you say, this variant with the overgrown variant. Also these sockets here. Yeah, we have quite a few custom blocks, which is amazing, and we imagine these were done in Magic Block. So thanks a lot for using our app for this. And I really love this effect here. I mean, it's quite not a portal directly right now, but of course this could be activated with the portal behavior and effect in GameMaker. Yeah, exactly. It's really like a portal, and I really like the effect. It's a bit a shame that we can't go inside, but then again, it would not look the same. So it has, I mean, that's kind of the trade-off. But overall, yeah, I really like this build. It has this ancient vibe, especially with this, how do you say, with these brick patterns and the sandstone style, and yeah, it's really cool. Really like it. Awesome. I mean, let's check real quick. Yeah, we can fly over it afterwards. We will see all the builds from above, but let's explore them just in a in a normal way when you would approach them. Give me a second, I need to check whose build this is so that I don't. So the first one was from you, Peanut, that we took a peek. Then the second one is from the user fork11. Yeah. So that's this rune here. It's quite cool. It's a bit noisy, I would say, when you stand in it. But I really like it from a bit far, more kind of where you see the pillars and all these rune sections. Yeah, exactly. And if you go up, I mean, we can all fly up if we want to. It has this golden roof here. And the blocks are quite cool in a sense. For example, they're missing the top texture here a bit, but what I really like, these super subtle transitions. It's almost like a bit, it feels almost a bit blurry, but then again it has this cool effect from pillars. I think even this green one is a magic block, because it's not in our library. This one is from us. I recognize this one. We have a tree here, which is quite cool actually. Sometimes it's hard to see, but yeah, it's a bit on the edge, but also the stem or the bark is I'm not sure if it's custom. I think it's custom as well. There's also this detail. There's a cross somewhere. Yeah, up here. Yeah, if you look from here, there's a golden cross embedded into one of the pillars. So it's quite cool to roam around and explore. I really like these golden blocks. They're so, yeah, they're really coming through as gold. They have these subtle gradients, so they're quite cool. I really like them. So awesome. So this was the build from fork11. Let's move over to we have a first Mayan or Aztec type of temple here. It's really well executed. Let me check the creator. This one is from I Got America. Yeah. So I think it's really well executed. It has, as far as I see, no custom blocks. I mean, custom in a sense, these are all custom and not normal, how do you say, blocks that you get when you work in GameMaker. So they are from the Magic Palette library, but not like the last builds where the builders did go the extra mile of creating custom blocks. I think it's a really clean build. I really like it, especially when seeing from a bit far. Yeah, exactly. Let me fly over so that everybody can see it better. It has this golden roof, which is also quite cool. So overall, very solid. It fits the theme very well, I think. It's not really decayed or so, except the texturing that was used. But elsewhere it's really intact, so that's super cool. And yeah, I really think it's a solid build. Nice proportion, well use of space, and yeah, it's cool. Hey Rhino. Yeah, let's go to the next one already. Not sure if we I always need to take a short peek if we are missing someone. Hey, hi Tom, nice to have you in the stream. Please join us. I can post the link again. I hope you guys play games for fun and also just joined. Thanks for joining us. We are exploring the builds live already. You can join us directly in game if you like, and if you just want to watch, of course you also can just watch the screen. And feel free to no stream on Twitch. No, not yet. We are so rarely streaming, or basically we only do records. But we definitely, I mean, if this we will have a second season of Kings of the Block and Kings of the Realm already starting soon. So we will see that we can properly stream on Twitch or elsewhere, or maybe on YouTube. But for now we just record, and for the ones that can't join us. But please join us in game, and yeah, here on Discord you can see the shared stream as well. But I'm super not into Twitch yet and all that, so yeah, I need to figure out how to set up things best. And yeah, but there is a recording happening through my OBS, and I hope this will work out at least as a yeah, as a recorded stream for YouTube afterwards. Yeah, but please join us. I can 1 second, I can, you guys should see it still. I can share the link again in the chat, so you guys can join us. Would be cool to meet everybody here. We are already having explored the first 3 builds, and now we want to yeah, do the next one. I would say we go right behind the last one. So this build, let me check real quick that I see who did build this. This is by the creator Ask Now. Yep. In Discord, I think he has a different name. Let me check real quick. So the last build was from I Got to America, and this one is from Ask Me, or Ask Now. Yeah, bit a different username. Cool. I see Peanuts already here. Oh, I think I just dived under. So this build is fiery. We have a lot of lava. I really like the upgrade of liquids, especially water, on the 0.12 Game Maker 0.12 upgrade. Swimming in lava is enabled here, so yeah, maybe that's not the best what needs to be done here, but the build itself is really cool. I think it's it has a great vibe. It has this lower section with this ruins. The guy's already shaking up there. So let me join you guys real quick. It's quite cool how this is built. It has a lot of details, and it has these structures that have some sort of, how do you say, yeah, these torches or huge stone torches, plus this center, almost like, how do you say, a throne room. It's a bit weird that nothing happens here, but then again, I mean, we all need to be aware that this is only the base level of a level design, the block-based design. And on top of that, a lot can happen, of course, with assets, and you can play with light and really enrich your scene a lot with various additions. So that's super cool. Whoa, who's there? Oh, Lloyd joined us. That's cool. Hi, mate. And there's this hidden, I mean, it's not super hidden, but yeah, you guys did see it. It's back there. Let me swim to the backyard. There's this tree stem where you actually have some sort of a bit, I need to zoom in a bit. How do you call it? Yeah, it's almost a parkour section, I would say. It's not that tricky, but bear with me, I'm not that good, so you also can just fly up if you want. But then again, it's quite cool because it has these missing pieces. Oh no! Okay, let me also start my engines. Okay, cool. Here we also did notice that this these pillars and statues that you see up here, they should be in a golden, I think that the user did choose a golden liquid or something, and it turned into some sort of lava. So that's also a misalignment with the block assignment. We are not sure why this did happen, but yeah, we tried to improve on our importing process. If you send kind of your builds through Magic Palette as a single build, not like this here where we needed to combine multiple builds to a single one, everything should be good usually. And if not, please let us know. We are happy to see that we can fix things. So imagine that this would be more like golden type of arches and statues. I don't really like the vibe up here because it kind of plays with the lower ground of the whole section. Of course, this might need, or the intention here was it more heavily type of deal, more up in the clouds with a pantheon or whatever. But still, I think it's a really cool build. We like it a lot. There is this throne, this big throne here, I guess, and these little how do you say, statues are really cool, even though that they are transparent or semi-transparent because of the liquid. I think the execution is really nice and well done on this one, and it has these two quite different levels of structures, but still connected with this tree in the backyard there. And yeah, it's a really cool build. Let's move forward. The creator was, what did I say? Not want to mix things up. Ask now. Yeah. the user that did build this is ask now or ask me. So that's cool. Let's move forward. We have here in the center, let me jump up a bit. So the center plot is from Andy Gragra, I think. Also, let me check. Yep, it's from Andy Gragra. So that's super cool. You guys, I took the slow approach, but yeah, we are on top of the center build. You're super equipped here, huh? Nice. Whoa, what fancy helmet do you have here? This is some green flames or so. That's super cool. I really like this build. It's kind of how do you say, pretty straightforward. I also would say one thing that is a bit hard if you don't have the double jump. There's 2 blocks high stairs, so it's really like you can't climb without gear. I adjusted it slightly back here, where you kind of can make your way still upwards to explore, because I thought it would be a bit a shame if you guys can't do it if you don't have the gear. The build itself is really suitable, I think, for the theme especially. It has this quite cool top room. What I wished here would be, of course, I mean, it could be that we didn't find it, and this could happen with all the builds, that there are secret entrances or whatever. But for example, here it would be cool to also explore the interior, I think. Especially since you are super flexible with voxels, you can flesh out these interiors in no time, and would have not the struggle that you would have in Game Maker to make these builds work. But still very solid. It is it has this overgrown vibe, especially in the back of the build. I think it's more visible. Where was it? Yeah, here. And yeah, quite nice gradient on the stones and all that, so really solid build. And it also suits very well the theme, I would say. So guys, let's move forward to the next one. Here, I hope you guys can join me. Yeah, Rhino is already here. Not sure if we have lost the other guys. Would be cool. Oh, hi Xura. Cool, great to have you online. Please join us. Yeah, just catch up with the comments. Yeah, play games for fun. I also think it's really cool to see the variety, also the variety of blocks. Oh no, really? I mean, we are not full, I think. That sucks. We are only 5 right now. They have removed instances, really? So Xura just wrote us that he's in a different instance. I mean, you could try to log off and log in again. But right now we are 5 players, so Should be definitely not an issue with instance because it's what I think 20 is it? Still, I think it's still 20. Yeah, you can also find it on the map. Actually, let me show it real quick to you guys. I will hope you can see the screen. So it's published, and you always can jump in and explore it. On the map itself, it's here on one of our estates. It's really on the left edge of the map. I see it here. Whoa, I'm a bit fast with zooming, sorry. But you can see it here. And then you can play and join directly. Yeah, we have good question. Oh, it's always. I had a lot of pain this afternoon and yesterday with even getting it started, but it was something with my game client installation. So yeah, that sucked. But yeah, I hope it would be cool to see you joining us. We are still 5. So I would say we proceed with the next build here. This one is by the builder CV. Yeah, CV is his name or her name. Yeah, super cool overgrown it's kind of a temple. If you look up, there's a huge roof that spans over it, and in the center there's this type of shrine. Let us join Rhino here on the side so I can see it a bit better. Yeah, with a SandRush logo. It's quite cool. Some of the gradients, yeah, the orange and then the yellow went a bit off, but it's quite cool. I especially like these statues here. They're really nicely done. Consider that this is only block based. They have this overgrown vibe, and yeah, have the waterfalls. We have darker water here on the edge. I think in Magic Palette sometimes you don't, and we actually work on this directly right now and actively right now. In Magic Palette it's hard to see what is liquid and what not, and also the gradients or like of the static textures are not always perfectly represented. I would say we try our best to reflect the game maker things the best we can, but of course there are limitations here. So this darker blue might have looked a bit different in another render environment like in Magic Palette, but still the build is really cool. I think you can fly, let me check, upwards to this roof here if I remember correctly. Oh shit, no, I was too slow. But yes, let me refill the pack again and then we try again. Yeah, whoa, no, that's the roof. But you can go inside the roof somehow. Yeah, here, yeah. Cool. That's quite a cool space to make some adventures or whatever. Yeah, really cool build. Solid build, I would say. With this pond or fountain type of deal down here. And then a huge structure or roof spanning over it. Awesome, let's continue. So this was by the builder CV. And yeah, let's continue right away here. This is by you, Rhino, isn't it? I think I need to check, but I think it's yours. Xura wrote, I'm on map, game client version 12.2. Yeah, we should be there as well. You see it 12.2.190 in the lower right corner. So would be strange if you... I mean, it's already strange that it did put you in a separate instance. But yeah, with GameMaker you never know. Let me check real quick. So this build, yeah, the build that we are standing, or I'm standing right now, is from Riot Riot Rhino UK, yeah, exactly. We just see him walking around here. So let's explore this one. This is super cool. I love this entrance section, or this alley here. And as you can see, some of the builds we placed elevated. Some of the builds we tried to fit into the existing, how do you say, terrain best, so that they can explore it even without jetpacks and all that. So let me walk upstairs. There are these large windows, super cool, and the stairways, and there's this super cool bridge. So this is very, very cool. Oh no, almost fall. No, I did fall. Let me no. Yeah, as said, I'm not a pro parkour type of guy. I miss the steps all the way. Very cool arcade type of deal up here, with this almost like red wood, or whatever the material is. Nice contrast with the green, and also these green bricks I think are custom blocks. Yeah, the red is custom for sure. So that's super cool. And I think on this side you can also go back down again. Yeah, exactly. So I have a lot of nice views, and really like that the stairways is a bit more open here. I think this is beneficial in a lot of cases, because as we know in GameMaker, these really tight and enclosed rooms are sometimes a bit a pain, and especially with the camera movement. So that's quite cool. Here we have a bit of change of material again. Really nice. I like the style, and it did use a lot of verticality. The verticality is well defined here. When you stand here in this alley, you can look up and see what's up there, and try to figure out how you can get up there. Of course, it's a bit, and you can see it here. You then have these plain walls to the neighbors, which is not super attractive, of course, but I mean, in the end, yeah, this also could be embedded, like the next build that we see. It could also be kind of sunken into the, how do you say, the whole terrain here. But yeah, super cool build, great work, Rhino. It's great use of various blocks and even custom blocks, so that's cool. Alrighty, oh, here's Lloyd, I think. Now let's move to the next one. That's the It's a bit close up here. Yeah, that's this one here. Let me check real quick. The user who did this, creator of this one. Ah, it's Lamto 87. Super cool. If you're still here, I'm not sure if you also joined us on the XP itself. I see now 6 players, so that's cool. Let me check. CV just joined us here. Nice to have you with us. I will share the link again. You have to log in to your TSP account, and then you directly will be brought. And there's a play button if you open up. Let me show. So you will be directed to this page here, and then you just can hit play, and the game client should open. You might need to update to the latest version, the 0.12.2, if not yet. If you're not running the latest version, but yeah, it would be cool to have you joining us. So this build, let us check the build itself here. This build is by Lambda 87, and we have very cool a bit decayed structures here, for example, with a cool staircase. Of course, sometimes here it would make sense to break the monotony a bit, to swap bricks. I think there are quite a few variants of these bricks here that you can use, so you can improve on that. But the cool thing here is, and we see it already down here, there are various levels in this build, and I did kind of, oh, someone is dancing down here. I did, or we kind of make it more buried than elevated. I think it fits the build very well. We also see custom blocks here, which is amazing. Really love that. These bricks here, and I think even the sandstone here is custom, so that's quite cool. Of course, we need to be a bit careful, but there's even a third level here, and you land then in this pond down here, and there's this last, almost like a shrine or altar type of thing with a few pillars, and yeah, it's super underground type of deal. I think even this one is a custom block, the whole ground here, which repeats quite nicely actually. Just a bit of a touch up needed, but really cool pond down here. And I would say I will try to fly up again before I die on the ledge. Oh, hey, nice. Hi, Xura. You made it to our instance. So that's perfect. Let me go up again. Oh, no, I'm under the ledge now. And yeah, it's super cool build. Sometimes the materials are a bit, how to say, yeah, these huge walls and all that could of course use some, how to say, variations and all that. But it's cool that you have various levels to explore. So I really like that, and it's really nice that you can dive into the build here, kind of. And as said before, I mean, we need to consider that this is all just the block-based approach that we wanted to show here, and from there you can enhance and build upon a lot of experiences in a really cool way. We think we will push this really forward with our next iteration of Magic Palette. As some of you might have seen, we will upgrade Magic Palette to Magic Realms, or parts of it to it. You will still have all the well-known functions that we offer right now, but Magic Realms will on top enable you to generate full games, and once you're happy with the game, you can port them to GameMaker and have an experience right out of the box to play. So our first module that we will go live with is a quiz module, a true or false trivia module, where you even will have support from a AI assistant type of setup, where you really can prompt your questions, and there are various themes that you can choose from, and then you get the full XP fully dressed, and the logic is baked into your game then. And we have various and really exciting upcoming modules on top of that. We will work actually with Ixura, that joined us just a few minutes ago, for the deathmatch module. That's the third module that we want to publish. This will be more later down the year available, since we still need to build the foundation first, and lay the groundwork to make it happen. But we can't wait to have you guys try kind of this upgraded version. And you still always can import your own maps, of course, and also alter and upgrade the maps that Magic Realms will generate for you with the procedural generated levels. So we should not, I think we're already in for, let me check real quick. I make a quick roll. What was it? But I think we're in for an hour now, probably. Yeah, almost. And it's time to explore the last build here. This is just to be sure, but I think it's your build. Let me check the ranking. The 3A is, yeah, it's the build from Play Games for Fun, who has joined us also today. Super great to have you here. Thanks for joining. And yeah, let's explore this one. It's super cool. There's this type of, yeah, let's take a peek from a bit more far. There's this type of temple build, but there's much more hidden, and I think some of you already found the entrance to the underground, because there's this little breakthrough here, or a hole, and there are a lot of rooms down here, or I would say not only rooms but even labyrinths. And bear with me, Play Games for Fun. I think this whole I tiered into the ground, so that the people. I know you also have built this further in GameMaker already. You showed some quite cool footage, but since we want to keep things here block based, I made an axis here. Maybe I missed another axis that I couldn't see first. But yeah, this brings us to a sort of labyrinth, which is quite cool. Of course, it's very bare, but oh, do I run in the wrong direction or you run in the wrong direction? Let us check. I think we can sneak through here. Huh? What was it again? Crouch, speed, crouch. Let me check. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Let's go. That's cool. Okay. So follow us. And yeah, you can even go upstairs again. That's cool. But yeah. Oh, maybe here. Maybe that would be. Maybe I just missed the entrance. So sorry for this quick small hole there. But let's explore further. I think here it's a dead end. Yeah, I mean this will work so much nicer when there are assets. That gives you a bit of a hint where you already passed a path or not and all that. But one thing is for sure, I'm just not sure where they we will be forever caged in this labyrinth. I think it has to continue here. Maybe we even should not have crossed this. I think here it's a dead end, huh? It is. Maybe we need to go back. Let me crouch again. Maybe we came from the wrong direction here. Not sure. But then again, we already did mess around with the labyrinth here. Yeah, I know that it is possible to go much deeper here. Let me see if I miss a comment here. Yeah. I just see a comment from Play Games for Fun. So he just wrote, while I built the part, was used to some kind of ladders at the beginning to gain access. So that totally makes sense, of course, that not everything is just bare block based. Oh, what did you say? Did you found someone just... This is our home now. Yeah, I mean the labyrinth, I'm not sure if I want to call it my home, because I don't like labyrinths that much, but the execution is really solid. I really like it. I think now I finally... Or I just go back to this room probably. Maybe I'm onto something. Let me check. Because I think yeah. Ooh, yeah. I'm onto something. So yeah, this perfect dungeon, for example, to work with a few skeletons and all that nasty stuff to scare you when you're walking through these hallways. As I said, GameMaker still has a bit these issues with collision and camera, and we all know that. It's much better than we had it in the early days. So it's nicely playable, but still, yeah, enclosed rooms is... here's the stairs from behind, yeah. enclosed rooms is still an issue, I would say. As you can see, I have a lot of flickering through the walls and all that. Oh, I have something to crouch here. Give me a second. Or not? Yeah. No. Come on. Okay. Another one. Another one. Let me check if this succeeds. Yeah. Oh, we have. Yeah. So this is much nicer, I think. A bit. Yeah. These dense or tight hallways are. And the TikTok in the video. Yeah, exactly. You have published a short video where you see first assets placed, and this already makes a huge difference. Yeah. And then if you dress it up, add some torches or whatever, some light, make it the ambience a bit different. I think this makes a huge difference. But overall, really cool build as well, especially since it has this many levels and how to say, yeah, kind of this labyrinth built in. This is also done by me when I did assemble the map, so that you're not totally frustrated when you made it to the end. I made an exit. I hope you're not mad at me, but I made an exit to the neighboring plot here. But because it would be a bit a shame if you get stuck here and you even can't. I mean, you even can't die here. I think there's no place where you can fall or yeah. So. I made a quick breakthrough here, and you guys can see the build also. Oh shit! Sorry, I dropped to the death zone, but yeah, you can see it from far here. I'm on the spawn back now. You can see all the builds from up here very nicely, and yeah, that was a cool build to explore as well, especially if it has oh, you have another gear now up, and we have someone waiting down there. I think it's Ixura. So these were the 9 builds that we had submitted. We combined them all on this 2x2. As you can see, it's a 2x2. Of course, the board, or kind of the whole plot where it's embedded, this was added by us, but this is exactly what it should show, kind of that you can even combine various builds and various styles to one big plot, and we hope we can even enlarge this one to a much larger space when we do the second round or second season of King of the Realms. And yeah, thanks again guys, especially for you guys who have joined us here live. And what funny dress you have here. Is this a Paris avatar? I never did see this one. That's cool. So super cool to see you guys being creative with just blocks, or let's say just voxels, and then turn them into blocks, because we know it is a different type of approach. And for us, I mean, we use it for a long time now in production for various even large experiences that we did for clients and all that. So we use it really to the fullest, and especially what I just told you guys, for example, with enclosed rooms and all that. It's such a blessing in production. You even can have multiple people working on various parts and then combine them afterwards again. And yeah, there's so much flexibility that especially in the early phase, in the prototyping and pre-production phase, and where you make quick mock-ups and all that, it's a huge time saver, we think. I mean, we don't think, we know it from our own experience. And we, as you guys might also know, TSB itself uses Magic Palette for their internal productions. They use it often, especially in these early times when they flesh out concepts, even to show to the clients. And this is amazing to have the tool also being heavily used by experienced builders and level designers, professional level designers. But even more for us, it's amazing to see what you guys create and build with it. Sometimes it's just a starting point, but it allows you to go fast into something playable, which we think is quite a huge benefit of this approach. We hope that we can convince many more builders to use it where it makes sense. It doesn't always make sense. We know from builders who kind of use blocks only to a very minimum and do or solve almost everything with assets, which can lead to performance issues. We did learn this the hard way as well on our side, but I think, yeah, it is still to fleshing out these early concepts and then iterate on it, improve your level, build up on it. This is still an amazing tool, and we love that you are so creative with it. And we would, of course, would love to see many more builds that leverage this to the fullest, like you, for example. Play fun for games. Just, yeah, I was mentioning your build, and this was he was planning to rebuild it with wider corridors, but was on holidays. So super cool that you submitted, and I think the concept is really there, and it's all perfect. And this is the great thing. I mean, you can always iterate now or resubmit for an actual XP that you want to publish. So yeah, I think since we are in for an hour now, even a bit more, it's time to crown the winners. So I'm not sure who's still here in the XP. There are not many people still in the XP, but that's fine. We can also, let me check real quick. I mean, I think it's still cool to show. Let me check. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Rhino. So now to the some drum rolls. I don't work, as I said, it's almost my first stream, so bear with me. Super cool to have you guys sticking with us. It's time to announce the winners. And as you know, and let me check this real quick. Oh, I think I recorded. without my cam. I mean, I had my cam on, but yeah. But anyway, that's not that important. We want to announce the winners, and therefore I want to show you guys the how do you say? Just need to fire it up real quick. The King of the Realms. King of the Realms page real quick. And yeah, here exactly. This is what I wanted to show real quick. We had the judging was based on creative and theme, so that was one criteria. The technical skill and composition of the whole build, and then the kind of first impression or wow factor of the overall build, as a third kind of criteria for the overall points. And yeah, since we crown, of course we crown a king of the realms with going first, but close to the first one we also have a second and a third place, and then we have a fourth and a fifth place that also get rewarded. So I want to announce now what should we do? We could do it from 5 and then upwards to the first one. Maybe that's a cool thing. So let me grab real quick my table so that I don't mix things up. One second. I need to see, because we had some last minute submissions of some team members that also submitted their point or their how do you say their rating. Yeah, exactly, that's the word I was looking for. And I just need to be sure that this is all combined here. 1 second. One. Okay, so yeah, okay, should be all there. Cool. Okay. So I just need to note it down one last time so that nothing is calculated wrong here in the spreadsheet. We have third, and then bear with me, sorry, fourth and fifth. Okay, cool. Yeah, now it should be correct. Cool. Okay, cool. So the 5th place goes to I got America. So that's this build here. Congrats. We thought, or our jury thought, it was a very solid build. It was close to the theme, and really nicely executed with the various blocks. Really overall very nice build, super nice. Cool. Then 4th place did go to Peanut. Yes, Peanut 11. So that would be this build here. Let me check. Yeah, it's this build here that we started with. As I said, once again, we judged based on the original material here. And yeah, once again, the gate is super cool. Of course, as I said, it will be cool to also explore a bit beyond just the outer view. But really nicely done. Congrats. Then we move forward to the third build. Yes, give me a second. I need to check which one this is on the map. Really need to be sure, because the third place goes, yeah, is it? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know where it is. It is actually right beside us. It's this one here from, what was his name? Fork 11. Yeah, really cool. A lot of custom blocks, also a lot of custom blocks in the build from Peanuts. Really nicely done. It has this ruin vibe, or yeah, scattered type of deal, especially from far. It's really nice. It has this tree and the overgrown vibe, and this burnt down ruin parts here. So overall, really nicely seamed and well suited seamed build, we think. So this brought Ferg 11 the third place. And then let's move forward to the second place. Second place is, we need to move down here a bit. Second place is from Civi. It's this here with the cool pond, and especially, I think you joined us if you're still here. I'm not sure who is still in chat. So super, super cool. Yeah, you're still here. Second place is Civi. And yeah, you joined us later, but we really like the statues with this with these waterfalls. Very nice, really well done. And yeah, cool shrine in the center. It has a bit of off color here, but and the roof is also neat. It's a bit high up, but we explored it before you joined us, so we did see everything on this build. Really cool build, nicely overgrown. And first place goes to let me check again the list. Yeah, first place goes to the build from Ask Now. I think he's not with us today. It's this one here with the 2 levels, really nicely executed, we think. There are a lot of details. There's even this, how do you say, yeah, jump and run, or more like a parkour section down here. And yeah, we really like this upper Pantheon type of build here. Even though as I said before, the blocks are not, and there should be golden here, more golden, less lava, more golden. But these 2 levels really are nicely defined. The structure are really well defined. It tells a story, we think, already, even just with blocks. it has some nice spaces where something could happen, like this one here. It's of course it's empty, or maybe yeah, it really depends how you want to evolve it from here. But we think it's really nicely done, also with the huge how do you say, torches, yeah, kind of fire torches. And yeah, overall really plays a lot or nicely with the theme. Of course there are things to improve on if you want to really make an experience out of this. But congrats, this would be our first King of the Realms. And yeah, thanks again for everyone who submitted and did build. We are super grateful also for you guys who joined us today and might build upon it further, or at least maybe this gave you an inspiration what is possible with Magic Palette and with just blocks in the sandbox, and maybe even beyond, because as you all guys know, this can also exist, your levels can also exist in other metaverses or games, like for example Hytopia, or even exported to Fortnite, or yeah, other block-based games where you could use your level designs made with Magic Block and Magic Palette. And yeah, thanks again for joining and for roaming around with us here. GG. Yeah, exactly. His username in Discord is Ask Me. I think he's not with us today. But he did a great job, and you guys as well, Rhino and Play for Fun. Really cool builds. I think that it has a lot of potential to evolve, as I said. Also, you, Lambda, really cool build, very solid. Yeah, super cool. I mean, it was actually really close. I mean, I can show you the full how to say. I will publish the ranking later today or tomorrow latest, of all the builds, and then you see also how do you say how much points on each section: creativity, technical skill, and overall wow factor lead to this ranking. So and I will contact everyone that has won a land and sand, and we want to distribute this as fast as possible, basically today, tomorrow, later this week latest, so that we can start a new season. And King of the Realms will make a short break, but really only a short break. But what I want to announce already, especially to you guys who are here, and I know some of you, especially you, Sivi, you are our King of the Block, actually title holder. So we are super excited to announce that that the new season goes live today already. It's a bit late on my end here, but I will try to put it online. The new theme, we will once again battle for 3 weeks, full 3 weeks, with everybody having the chance to submit their block designs. And then every week we change the theme as before, and there are huge prizes to win again. Yeah, you have to defeat your crown, Sivi. Your time has come, indeed. We have some really good creators. I mean, we did see amazing blocks from I think you all guys. Ixura was not a contestant, I think, back then. But Rhino did submit. Lambdo, Peanut, Play Games for Fun did also submit. So yeah, the battle is on, I would say. Bring him down. Yeah, so that's the spirit. Yeah, please guys, compete. I think the themes will be fun. We will, as I said, the first one we will announce already today. And then you can fight with your bare hands, or better said, with your best blocks for the crown again. This will last for 3 weeks, and we also will announce the next season of King of Realms. We hope that we can attract a few more people to even enlarge this space here. So that's the cool thing. I mean, when we go back again to the experience. Right now, these are your 9 plots from the first contestants. But we think this can be evolved to a much larger space. We might even combine it. So these first plots together with the upcoming entries, so that we have a huge land combined. Depends a bit on how many entries we get, but that's an exciting second round ahead as well. And I would say for now the focus is all on the blocks again. There's so many cool custom blocks here as well, and we hope that at the stage where we publish Magic Realm, I mean, we don't hope, we know, because we are building actively right now on it, that you guys will have the chance to also share your blocks, your cool custom blocks, and at some points really have the community build a huge library of amazing block designs that you can share, and at some point hopefully also even sell as bundles or packs, because we think it's a huge opportunity to provide these to builders. If they are nicely done, they will be in high demand. We see tractions from other platforms. We might also see, or hopefully see, more traction from TSP when they finally do the mobile launch and all that. All has yet to be seen, of course, but as I said, there are other platforms that also push hard, and you will be able to show these custom blocks through Magic Block and Magic Palette, or later Magic Realms, to other users. And if they are cool and in demand, we can imagine that there's a small economy and even marketplace evolving around it. Right now, TSP doesn't allow blocks to be sold, which is okay. But we think, especially, I mean, it doesn't make, in our view, it doesn't make sense to sell single blocks, usually. But that's another good point, Rhino. He just wrote in the chat, got to make it so we can make full words to sell. So that's the exact reason that we think they are so powerful. If you have a consistent and really coherent set of blocks that will help you to push a style, for example, like this one here, these white ones, they are processed by us. We have various textures, as you can see here, but they all speak the same language style, kind of, and it gives your build a really coherent look and feel. And if you can manage to create bundles We call them bundles, block bundles, where you have 10, 20 or even 50 blocks with various designs, and make them available for builders that search exactly for this. In this case it would be a bit a gritty, wear down, but still a bit polished. What can we, the material is, it's a bit hard to say what material, maybe marble type of deal. And if a builder looks for these and can grab a full pack or bundle, I think that would be amazing if more and more see the potential of building the foundation of their levels in a really nice way, because I think this is where the fun starts. And then of course you still have Game Maker, or maybe soon something new, we don't know. Sandbox is evolving. We think Game Maker will exist to some extent also in the future, but we all await the announcement, of course. And see, we got 2 years of Jason. Yeah, that's correct now. Actually, you are really settled in with a lot of credits to create amazing blocks. And in your case, I mean, your strength is pixel art, and we did see it with the first King of the Block, and you did amazing custom designs. So you might even don't need all these credits. But as I said, there is an opportunity here to at some point really also sell blocks, and more creators will build, as you just said, Rhino, and that's amazing. I think this is our goal. This is where we're heading. It's for now we're full steam working and developing on Magic Realms. This is the next big upgrade that we will bring live, but from there we go all in on community, block collection, kind of featuring block bundles also from you guys, and making them available for everybody else. Yeah. So I don't want to tear this to a lengthy. I think we're in for quite a while now. Yeah, we should call it a day. Super cool that you guys joined us. Thanks again. Congrats again. Oh wow, 3 a.m. Yeah. That's late. So thanks even more to join us at this late hour. I will contact everybody who did win a prize, and we will publish the final rankings probably tomorrow morning or so. And yeah, have a nice evening, morning, or even night in your case, Civi. Yeah, let's have fun. I will see that next time this can happen on Twitch or somewhere easy accessible, but super cool that you all showed up. And yeah, thanks again for joining, and congrats to all the winner. Let's one last GG, and yeah, see you all in the metaverse, I would say.